Hey, darling, do you have a minute? Something terrible happened.
Huh? Something terrible? Are you okay?
Since Christmas is coming soon, I thought I'd take the tree out of storage, but I slipped and the whole box fell. Both the tree and the decorations are completely ruined.
Oh, is that all?
What do you mean? It's Christmas, and we can't even put up the tree? That's the worst.
We can just buy a new tree.
Wait, really?
That tree was the one we bought before Emily was born, right? It's pretty old, and it was on its last legs anyway.
It was cheap, too.
So why don't we go buy a new tree this weekend? Emily can come with us.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get a bigger tree this time. The house is bigger now than when we bought the last one, and I'm sure Emily will love it more if it's bigger.
Since we're replacing it, let's get a big, stylish, and cute one. It'll definitely boost the mood. There's so many cute trees these days.
You can pick whichever one you like. I can't believe it's already Christmas. The city's looking festive too. You hear Christmas songs everywhere you go.
Christmas is my favorite event of the year. It's so sparkly and romantic.
A lot of women love it, and kids too.
They get presents after all.
Exactly.
But it's not just about the presents. Winter's dark, cold, and kind of depressing, right? Just knowing Christmas is coming makes you look forward to winter, don't you think?
Yeah, it does feel exciting.
Right? I'll work hard on the decorations again this year.
I'm looking forward to it. You're making a big feast again this year, right? That's what I'm most excited about.
All right, I'll go all out. How about we get some nice drinks too?
Sounds good. By the way, I'm actually off this Christmas. Since it's a special occasion, why don't we go out as a family? We could go to that Christmas market you've always wanted to visit. I went once when I was single, and Christmas markets have such a special atmosphere. They're really fun. You walk around in the cold air, sipping hot chocolate, checking out all the shops. The stalls are filled with handmade ornaments and traditional Christmas items.
Oh, yeah.
And at night, the whole market lights up with illuminations. It's like a scene from a movie. What do you think? Should we go as a family?
It sounds fun, but I don't think we need to go this year.
Wait, really? You've been wanting to go for so long.
Yeah, but I talked to my friend who went, and she said it wasn't that great. It's outdoors, so it's cold, and it's better not to take kids. Plus, it's super crowded with long lines at every store, and everything is really expensive.
I see. Then maybe we don't need to go there. But since it's Christmas, I still want to go somewhere.
Everywhere is packed at Christmas. We've got to prepare the feast too, so let's just stay home.
Yeah, I guess it will be crowded. I just wanted to take Emily somewhere.
Taking Emily would make it even harder. She doesn't like crowds anyway.
That's true.
So let's just go all out at home. Rather than using all our energy going out, I think it'll be more fun to celebrate at home as a family.
Yeah, you're right. That sounds better.
Right? Oh, how about we get the cake from somewhere nicer this year? Not a local place, but a famous shop downtown.
Wouldn't cakes from city shops be expensive?
It's fine once in a while, right? Let's treat ourselves for getting through this year.
You'll probably say the same thing and splurge on New Year's too.
That's a different story. There's this bakery I've been curious about. It was featured on TV before, and Emily said she wanted to try it. The cakes are super stylish and perfect for Instagram. And they're not just delicious, they're like works of art.
Really?
Yeah, especially their limited edition Christmas cake, which is decorated with snowflakes made of white chocolate. They're really particular about the ingredients too, using organic cream and fresh berries.
I see. Organic, huh?
Christmas only comes once a year, so I think we deserve to indulge a little, right? We've all worked hard this year.
Yeah, true. All right, let's get the cake from that place this year.
Let's do that. Emily will definitely love it. She's such a cake lover. Should I go ahead and make the reservation? It should still be in time.
Please do. I can't wait for the big day.
Thanks for shoveling the snow. Looks like we got quite a bit today.
Yeah, it was rough. I was shocked when I woke up this morning. There was barely any snow yesterday.
Has it stopped now?
It finally stopped. It's been years since we've had this much snow. There's a limit to how much snow you need for White Christmas, right?
Yeah. Lately, I've been feeling sad that we haven't had snow on Christmas, but too much snow is a problem too. I just saw on the news, it's a record-breaking snowfall.
I'm glad I have the day off today. If I had to go to work, it would have been such a hassle.
But since I left all the shoveling to you, you must be exhausted, right? Sorry about that.
It's fine. I don't get enough exercise, so it's actually a good workout.
Really? Is the shoveling going well?
I'm almost done with the front of the house.
I appreciate it. It's cold outside, isn't it? Hurry up and finish, then come inside. I'll have a warm drink ready for you to warm up.
But I'm going to do a bit more. I'll shovel the neighbors' driveways too.
Did they ask you to?
No, I'm just doing it on my own. Both our neighbors are elderly, so it's hard for them, right?
Ah, I see.
Just clearing their front steps would make a big difference.
Yeah, it's a good idea to help them out. They've given us vegetables and helped us out a lot.
Exactly. Remember those homegrown tomatoes the old man next door gave us this summer? They were so good.
Yeah, and his wife is great at making jam. She even brought over some homemade strawberry jam.
The lady across the street has helped us with the garden too. We're really lucky to have them.
This is a time for us to return the favor.
Definitely. And the snow's really heavy and wet this year. I don't think they could handle it without some muscle.
But don't overdo it, okay? Remember last year when you hurt your back carrying those heavy boxes during the big cleanup?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Please don't throw your back out on Christmas. We're really looking forward to the party, you know? I'd really rather not spend today nursing you, okay?
Yeah, I'll be careful. How's the feast coming along? Are you making progress?
All the prep is done. Now I just need to cut and cook everything.
What about the cake?
I'm about to go pick it up. I'll have Emily stay home. The trains are probably crowded and she'd get tired if she came along.
Got it. Heading downtown in this snow sounds tough. Are the trains even running?
I checked earlier and the line I'm taking seems fine, so I'm heading out now.
But isn't it a hassle? How about I drive and pick it up after I'm done shoveling?
No, it's okay. You've already used up your energy with the snow shoveling, so just relax at home. Plus, parking downtown is expensive, and since it's Christmas, I bet all the parking lots are full anyway.
Ah, I see. And the shop doesn't have parking, does it?
Yeah, so just focus on the snow shoveling. Make sure you help out the neighbors too. It looks like it's going to start snowing again tonight.
Got it. Leave it to me. Just check the stove before you head out.
Will do. All right, I'm heading out. Keep an eye on Emily, okay? I've already prepared her lunch, and she's about to take a nap, so she should be fine for a while.
Got it. I'll come back home once I'm done. Be careful and see you later.
Dad? Mom hasn't come back yet. are you out too? Where did you both go?
Emily, you're awake?
Yeah, I woke up and neither you nor Mom were here.
You slept for quite a while.
Wow, you're right. It's already evening. Where are you, Dad?
I'm at your grandpa's place. After shoveling snow, I've been helping out with a few things here. I'll be home soon, so just wait a bit longer, okay?
Okay. What about Mom? She went out before I fell asleep, but she's still not back yet?
Mom went to pick up the Christmas cake. It's pretty far, so it's taking some time.
But why is it taking so long? I called her, but she didn't answer. I messaged her on WhatsApp too, but she hasn't replied.
Now that you mention it, it is pretty late.
She left the house before noon, didn't she?
That's strange. Maybe the train stopped because of the snow, but if that were the case, she would have called.
I wonder what happened to Mom. Is she okay?
Don't worry, I'll try calling her too. In the meantime, why don't you watch some TV and wait?
I'm already watching, but I'm bored. And I'm hungry. Can I have a snack?
Let's wait since we're having a feast later. It'd be a shame if you fill up on snacks, especially with the cake coming.
All right. Okay, I'll wait.
Good girl. Mom should be home soon, I'm sure.
I wonder where Mom is. Dad, did you call her yet?
Yeah, I just tried calling, but she didn't pick up. I wonder what's going on. Maybe she's on the train.
Oh, it's Mom.
Huh? Did she come back home?
No, not that. Mom's on TV.
What? On TV? Are you sure it's her?
Yeah, it's definitely Mom. She's with a man.
A man?
Yeah, she's on Channel 3.
All right, let me check it out real quick. I'll be home as soon as I'm done watching.
Okay. Honey, I'm so sorry. You called me so many times, but I couldn't answer at all.
You left in the morning, so I thought for sure you'd be back by evening. We were supposed to celebrate Christmas together as a family today, but you didn't contact us, and Emily and I were worried.
I'm really sorry. I couldn't reach out on Christmas. I managed to pick up the cake, but I fell and was taken to the hospital. I slipped while walking on the snowy road and took a hard fall. They treated me and it ended up taking all this time. I'm coming home right now. I'm so sorry for making you wait. You and Emily must be starving, right?
You don't need to worry about us.
What? But it's already 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's completely dark outside. Did you enjoy the Christmas illuminations with your lover?
What? A lover?
The downtown illuminations are much fancier than around here. It's the perfect spot for a Christmas date, huh?
A date? What are you talking about? I went up to pick up the cake.
That's just an excuse. You were out there in the freezing cold on a date, weren't you? You two seemed pretty cozy, holding hands like that. Was the scarf the guy was wearing matching with yours?
What? How do you know that? Were you watching me somewhere?
If you're going to have an affair, you should be more careful about people watching. You're doing something bad, so you should at least be on edge. Just because you're far from home doesn't mean you can let your guard down.
Where were you watching from? Don't tell me you were following me.
Of course not. I spent the entire morning shoveling snow. And in the afternoon, I was helping out at the old man's house across the street.
Then how did you...
You should also be careful of TV cameras. You were on live TV.
TV? I didn't even notice any cameras.
Emily spotted you first. There was a special on illuminations, showing the lights in the city, and you happened to be walking right in the middle of the shot.
No way. Was I on TV?
Well, I guess it makes sense you didn't notice. It looked like the camera was filming from pretty far away.
But how did you know it was me?
Your outfit, a black coat, a red scarf, and that bag. I recognized all of it.
I never imagined I'd be caught on camera.
Illuminations in the city are broadcast on TV every year. You really didn't think you might be filmed?
Yeah, I know they broadcast it on TV every year, but I never thought I'd end up on it.
You got so caught up in your date with your lover that you let your guard down. You made an excuse to go pick up the cake, and instead, you went on a date in the city. What the hell are you doing?
No, it's not like that. It's not an affair.
If it's not an affair, then what is it?
He's just a friend. We happened to run into each other, so we just checked out the illuminations together.
Do you always walk that close to your friends, shoulder to shoulder, and on top of that, holding hands? And guess what? It was a man. You're such a bad liar. What's this about being taken to the hospital?
I'm sorry. I'll come home right away and explain everything.
Before you come back, tell me about this guy. I feel like I've seen his face before. We've met a few times.
Well, he's one of our neighbors.
Wait, is he Emily's classmate's dad?
Yeah, that's right.
You've got to be kidding. Think about Emily. If she finds out her mom is having an affair with her friend's dad, it'll crush her. What are you going to do if she feels too ashamed to go to school because of your affair?
I'm sorry. I just thought if I didn't get caught, it wouldn't be a problem.
You know this is wrong. You couldn't stop yourself? Do you really like this guy that much?
I don't even know.
So how did it turn into this kind of relationship?
At first, I never intended for it to be anything like this. The first time I met him was when Emily made plans to play with a friend from school, and I went to pick her up at that friend's house. We just exchanged a quick greeting, but after that, we kept running into each other while dropping off or picking up the kids, or at school events.
And that was enough to get close?
His wife is really busy and hardly ever home, so he's usually the one taking care of the kids by himself. I guess seeing that made me feel sorry for him. He started asking me for advice more often as another parent from the same school. And before I knew it, we were talking more and more.
I see.
At first, it was really just like being someone he could talk to. But one day, we ran into each other at the grocery store by chance, and he asked me if I wanted to grab coffee. I didn't think much of it at the time, so we went to a cafe. And gradually, I started to feel comfortable talking with him. And before I realized it...
Before you realized it, you were so close that you were spending Christmas on a date together.
I'm so sorry. I can't even believe myself that it's gotten this far. I do care about him, but I don't want to continue this relationship at the cost of my family. I just got carried away with my emotions. Having an affair on Christmas? It's crazy, right?
You're really out of your mind. Are you insane? Like some animal with no self-control?
Maybe I just got swept up in the Christmas mood.
How irresponsible. It was your choice to have an affair. Don't act like you were just swept away. You're not some teenager in love. You're both adults, for crying out loud.
I'm truly sorry. I'm coming home right now.
What are we supposed to do now with this mood? I'm definitely not in the mood to celebrate Christmas anymore, and I have no interest in eating that cake you picked up on your little date.
It wasn't just a date. The main reason I went was to pick up the cake.
Then why did you insist on getting it from a bakery downtown?
Because Emily said she wanted that cake from that shop.
Emily said she didn't know anything about that. You just wanted to see the illuminations with your lover, didn't you? Is that why you turned down my offer to go out together? so you could go on a date instead? You chose a date with your lover over a day out with your family. You don't need to come back.
Wait, please don't say that. I'm coming back right now. Hey, I just got home. Why is no one here? Where did you and Emily go?
We're at my parents' house. I've decided we're spending Christmas here this year.
Why? I prepared everything for us to celebrate as a family.
Why? Are you seriously asking that? Think about it.
But I did all this preparation.
You're the one who ruined it. We're going to enjoy Christmas without you.
Christmas doesn't mean anything if the three of us don't spend it together. That's how it's always been. We all eat a feast, then in the morning we open presents together, right?
How can you even think about sitting down and eating with us now? How can you just casually suggest we celebrate Christmas? You've already had your fill of Christmas with someone else.
I know I was wrong and I'm sorry.
So what if you're sorry? That doesn't erase what you did. You can eat all the cake and food yourself. Emily doesn't want any either.
So I'm just going to be left out? Do I have to spend Christmas all alone?
If you hate being alone so much, why don't you spend Christmas with your lover?
He went home already. He has a family too.
Oh, before heading to my parents' place, I stopped by your lover's house.
What? Why would you do that?
To tell his wife about your affair, of course.
What? Why would you do that?
His wife thought he was at work. When she found out he was downtown holding hands with you and looking at the illuminations, she was absolutely stunned. I bet things are pretty chaotic over there right now.
What am I going to do? Is she going to ask me for compensation?
Who knows? If I were in her shoes, I'd definitely do that.
What's going to happen to us? I don't want to get divorced. What can I do to make you forgive me? I'll do anything if you'll forgive me.
Anything?
I'll listen to everything you say for the rest of my life. I'll devote myself to you.
That doesn't move me at all.
Then what should I do?
We'll decide what happens next later. I don't want to think about anything more negative on Christmas.
I'm going to be thinking about it all night. I'm so anxious I feel like I'm losing it. I want to settle this as soon as possible.
I don't care about your needs. You can spend the whole night consumed by anxiety. That's the price you pay for betraying us.
You'll come back tomorrow, right? You won't just leave us forever, will you?
I'm planning to go back alone. We've got a lot to discuss. Emily's trying to be strong, but she probably hasn't processed everything yet. I don't want you to be around her right now.
Please, forgive me. I swear I'll never do something this stupid again.
I can't say for sure yet, but I don't think we'll ever spend Christmas together again.
You mean you're divorcing me? I absolutely don't want that.
This has definitely been a Christmas to remember. I'm sure both Emily and I will never forget today.
Please, come back. I'm sorry, I'm begging you.
I have no interest in seeing your pathetic apology. So let's both enjoy the rest of our Christmas. Even after that, my wife kept persistently calling and messaging me on WhatsApp. But I turned off my phone and ignored her. Both my daughter and I moved on and spent a wonderful Christmas at my parents' house. I'm incredibly grateful to my parents for preparing a feast and cake for us, even with little time. On the other hand, my wife didn't even open the cake she bought, couldn't eat the meal she had painstakingly prepared, and despite going to bed early, couldn't sleep at all, experiencing the worst Christmas imaginable. The next day, when I returned home alone, my wife ran up to me crying and apologizing. but I couldn't forgive her betrayal, and I chose divorce. I was granted custody of her daughter, and I kicked my wife out of the house. She tried to go back to her parents' place, but her parents were furious about her affair, and they turned her away at the door. In the end, she ended up living alone in a rundown apartment that looks like it could fall apart at any moment. It seems she managed to find a job, but with both me and her lover's wife demanding compensation, she can't save any money no matter how much she works. So her life is pretty tough. As for me, I'm living happily with my daughter, with support from my parents. I'm determined to give my daughter all the love and care she needs, so she never has to feel hurt again, making up for her mother's absence.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.